Hello everybody, I'm Ernest. I'm here today to talk about the Home Depot hog feeder. So it's probably something that I haven't seen anybody else use it. Most people are using the PVC pipe, but I went to go buy some pipe because I don't have none of that stuff here. And it was about a 10-foot or 12-foot section was like $58. And I said, and that's without the end caps, because the idea is you buy the pipe and you put the caps on the end and you fill it full of corn and you make holes in it, and the hogs, hit it, and the corn comes out of the holes. I said, well, that's $50 plus the caps, plus the chain, plus everything else, and I'm just trying this out. If I can even find some hogs on my property. I think I see some signs of hogs. I'm not a hog hunter. I've never gone hog hunting. I'm not even a hunter. So this is all new to me, and I thought I'd give it a try. And this is what I came up with on my own. Now, some of y'all have seen these at Home Depot and other places. These are just buckets. This one was like, I forget, $7 or so, and the lid was $2.50. It's pretty sturdy. It's not as sturdy as a PVC thick wall would be, but it's a lot cheaper. And if it don't work, oh well, then I'll go buy me some PVC pipe, and I already got everything else. Now, this lid here is a slip-on snap. But if you can see, I don't know if you ever seen one of these, but once you put that lid on there, it ain't coming out. You have to pull this tab, and it's like a cord, and it unravels all the way around, and then you can open it. So it's pretty secure, but I think I'm going to go one step even further to make sure that this lid doesn't come open. So I think the lid and the bucket, you're probably looking at $10. Now, I bought some chain, 15 foot of it, and I bought this in case I don't have a place to tie it down to, and I'll show you later how that works. But this goes into the ground as like an auger. Some people use them to tie their dogs to it so the dogs don't run off on the leash. They can just tie the dog to the chain and put this in the ground. I'm hoping that there might be a tree nearby, a bush that I can tie this to, and so that I won't even need this. But if I don't, they make them longer, like this long, and like I said, I don't have any experience. This was like $6, and the other one was $15 for the extra long one. And I'm not even sure if I can get this in the ground, because it'd be a lot of work. I need to stick like a pipe in here or something, lever, and crank it and turn it into the ground. This is the chain that I bought at Walmart, and so you can get a view on it. It's pretty strong, and it's 15 foot of it, and I got it because it was an open package for $8, but they're only like $12 to $15 for the same item. And then I got these buckles to use to tie the chain together. So let me get into it, and I'll show you how I'm going to do this. Like I said, I am not learned in this field. I don't know if I can even actually be successful, but I've got the land. I'm pretty sure there's hogs. My cousin said he can hear them. I just got to find them and get them to come around. And this is my idea. I'm hoping that they can't bite on this because it's so large. It's fairly sturdy, but I don't know if it's sturdy enough to. I have no experience. So anyway, let's get into this, and I'll show you what I'm doing. So you make fun of me. Okay, so most of the videos that I see out there, the guys are using 1/2 inch rotary bits. I don't have one, but this here just happens to open up to like a 1/2 inch. And so I'm going to use it to make holes. There you go. I'm making a mess inside my RV. And the purpose of these holes is for that the corn to get out. And also, if it rains, I guess it can drain out too if you put them randomly around. I'm not really sure how many to make. Like I said, I don't know. Ruining a perfectly good bucket. Okay. So those holes are going to be where the corn's going to come out. And they would have to hit it and roll it, and the corn would fall out of these holes. Hopefully that's big enough. I'm not really sure. Anyway, I don't want to make them too big because then it'll come out too fast. And you put the corn inside here. I don't know if y'all, some of y'all that might not know. And you put the lid on it, and it's going to be chained down to something, and it's going to be allowed to roll. And I'm going to take this handle off. I'm just going to cut it off, get rid of the handle, because that's just going to get in the way. It's not really going to do anything. It might get caught on something. But so that's the first phase. And now what I'm going to do, which I'm going to have to make a larger hole. Now I was thinking about making a hole here, putting an eye bolt in here, and then this would go on that, and then it would swivel that way. But I was thinking this might just rip all the way out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a hole large enough for the chain can go through it out this way and come out this way. And then I'm going to put one of those loops in there. So it's going to be then there like that, and it'll roll around like that. I hope I'm right. I don't want the chain to get caught on it. I don't think it'll roll around and get caught on it, but like I said, I don't have no experience in this. But let me go ahead and make the pilot holes per se, so it's going to have to be larger than that, and then it's going to come out down here. Or is that large enough? That's not large enough, is it? I can't force it in there, can I? No, I'm going to have to make the hole larger. Or is it? It might go through with a little force. Okay, let me put another bit on it. Okay, so I changed out the bit. It's a little larger one here. And I'm going to make it, I just want to make it large. I just want to make it big enough that the chain will go through there. Like so. Okay. And do the same. Now, the reason I'm going this way, I also thought of just making a hole, put a chain in there, and then put something larger on the inside that will keep it from coming back out again, and it could work that way too. But this way, this is not too thick, but this side wall is thicker, seems to me. Or anyway, two walls is better than than none. And also, this part right here is thick. So this should give it the extra material, maybe just enough strength to last, you know, a month or so. I don't know. And maybe by that time, if I start seeing that I can find hogs with this thing, I will invest a little more and get me a real hog feeder. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these attachment rings, and you can get these anywhere. I got these at Walmart for like $3 or $4, and they just come apart. See that? And I'm just going to slip it through and slip it through this way. And then I'm going to screw it. Make sure you get a wrench. I'm going to put some Loctite on here. I'm going to put some Loctite, and I'm going to get a wrench, and I'm going to wrench it down to really get it in there. So now it can roll around. Like I said, I don't think it'll get, you know, wrapped around is what I'm concerned with, is like it'll get wrapped around. I don't think it will do that. And hopefully the hogs can't pull it loose, and it's strong enough for it to work. Okay, let me cut this thing off, this hinge. I mean, okay, I went and got me a hacksaw. And I'm going to just saw this off. Little trouble. Anyway, I can do this off of camera, and maybe get some wire cutters in there and snip off the rest. You don't need to see that. Okay, so here's what we're going to do about the lid. Now, I told you that once you push this thing down and it snaps in place, it's gonna stay. And this is the tab that you would break off, peel it, and then this whole bottom lip peels off. And once you do that, then you can take off the lid up and on and off. But to make it extra strong, I'm going to drill some holes here, and then I'm going to put wire ties, just for some added security. Here's the bit I'm going to use. I'm going to take off the other bit. I'm just going to put this one on. I might have to go bigger, I don't know. So anyway, we just got to line up the holes and the top and the bottom. I mean the top. I think that's big enough, ain't it? Yeah. So one there and one there. And then I'm going to go one here and one there. You know what? I'm just going to use 3. I was going to do 4. Okay. So now, when we get it out there, this will slip into there. And then I'll just fish it through. Fish it through that way. And then zip it off. And then after I get these zip ties all installed, then I'm going to press it where it snaps in there, and that locking ring gets in there and holds it steady. Oh, and I ended up just cutting this piece off. It was easier than trying to cut that steel. So anyway, so that's my idea on a cheap solution, temporary solution maybe, and see if I can, if I can get the hogs to come out and I can shoot one or two of them. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.